Yeah, with 76ers. Yeah. You gotta play the 76ers. I mean, the challenge y'all have to subscribe no matter what. It's gonna work today. It's gonna work today. Bruh, we gonna lose this so bad. You see, he got an F and 3-point. I bet you everyone got an F. Man, forget about y'all. I already tried this earlier. Oh, dang, Curry. He ain't gotta do me like that. Alright, but you missed it though. Alright, someone got an F. He got an F. He almost lost that ball. Oh my god, that is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Will I run? Let's see what will I run. Yes, that first shot is a 3. He blocked the 3-pointer, bro. He saw that. He's trying to do a screen on me. Yeet. I don't care. We're gonna win. No matter what, as much the 76ers is trash. We'll shoot this boy the whole game, man. This boy is lit. This boy lit. Hold on, I just gotta check something. Gonna block it real quick. I gotta block this real quick. Just make sure my camera work is all good. What the hell happened to my customs? God damn it. It's all types of messed up. And this I did not, oh no, I do not turn up my things just to win. Oh, bruh. Man, y'all some poop people, bruh. I swear they poop. They can't even pass the ball. What? Y'all mad? I'm shooting this ball the whole game. He's too short for that. Ooh, your boy just broke my ankles. Yeah, I just turned off the sliders. That's what I did, okay? So I won't be cheating. Oh, green. Green vein chicken wing at some collard girl. Ooh, well, I want him, boy. Let's make it a tie of game. Come on, Smith.
That's a nice move there for the back. He feeds it to Green. So the whistle blows on the shot.
Yeah, we don't care. We do not care. These hoes ain't lying. He barely made that with his eye cross looking, burnt biscuit, cheese pop, pango looking.
With the Warriors, it's clear this guy's a winner. Hopefully those good from Green.
Fuck you, Green. Fuck her. How much I want to back and make a shot with a tall player, but I'm not going to do that because we got to win this game. We just crossed him up. Curry, you mad? You mad or not? Yeah! The Warriors trash! Ah, he got an F in everything. This boy got an F in paint, he got an F in skills, he got an F in memory, he got an F in blocks. I wasn't paying attention, so oh, they got steal at least. I like the 76ers. No, I don't. Funny. No, wet like water. Nope. Where's Kanye, Stephen Curry, you do not have a white in you trash. I want to cross up Curry so badly. Oh, he wasn't ready. But what would he? The 76ers are winning. Okay, just to let y'all know, I did not pull up. If I did, it wouldn't be playing like this. I would have kept the ball more.
They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Exactly. And listen, the third straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But they knew what the season had in store. The key was could they be
76ers. I don't know why people still spend their money on trying to watch 76ers. I don't know anyone that's a 76ers. Oh, bruh. That barely went in, boy. Y'all acting like y'all winning. Probably are.
And Philadelphia decides to...
Hold on. Out. Out. He's like, oh, I thought that was Kevin Durant. But he made it though! I thought that was Kevin Durant. I just saw the height and that's it. Thomas.
Golden State also making some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph.
That's wet. I wasn't playing defense. So I think it's better when I don't play defense. Yeah.
So the 76ers are trying a shotgun approach to trying to get as many top 3 picks as they can, hoping one turns into the next superstar.
And so here is Golden State after the Sixers pick up 2. Now here's Thompson. He's got 6. Green, the screen. And Spates with the basket on the assist by Thompson. Spates has got his first basket of the night. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Well, they've weathered their turnovers so far.
They've been lucky to this point. If they want to keep this lead, they need to take better care of the ball.
The 76ers making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in. Green, the screen. Thompson dishes to Livingston. Now the feed to Spates. Thompson inside the line, and it's good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got 8. That'll be a 5-second call.
It's really a good picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. I mean, they're being way too casual with the ball.
It's going to cost them if they keep it up. They need to get back to playing smart basketball.
Ezeli's checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. Feeds it to Livingston. Iguodala against Thompson. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here is Livingston. Kicks it to Spates. Out to the right wing. Here is Livingston. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end of quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
Steph Curry, a player within the gym range. He told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
anywhere 5, 6 feet outside that three-point line. If I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think coach will allow me to take that shot. And it's tough to guard, especially when you see a couple go in. That basket gets a lot bigger.
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And the pressure defense turning into high percentage shot opportunities. And if you're the coach, that's just what you're looking for.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
For the 76ers, Carl Landry. Ish Smith.
The Warriors leading.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
So Anderson Barnes. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Festus Ezeli. And it's Barbosa in at the 2 spot. Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for the 76ers. And then for Golden State, Andrew Bogut checked in for Ezeli. Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Curry. Landry grabs the miss. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up to a person. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Warriors have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. The pass to Bogut. Curry dishes to Bogut. Embiid with the steal. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And Philadelphia making a change here. Okafor's checked in. And for the Warriors, they're shooting certainly key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Clark, the pass to Bogut. Green with a screen for Barnes. Off the pick. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Outside Curry. The 3. Can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Warriors leading by 3. You can point to any number of things, Clark. The Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
Brandon Rush is checked in for the Warriors.
Brandon Rush.
Ball's knocked loose. He kicks it to Bogut. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Thompson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Thompson outside. Here's Curry. Offensive rebound. Rush gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
They have constantly shot themselves in the foot this quarter with all of these turnovers.
Very simple. You can't score if you can't maintain possession.
Here's Thompson. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
Timeout called the 76ers.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was third in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
And this deficit, a direct result of their lack of execution offensively.
Ugly basketball, plain and simple. In this quarter alone, they've given away 10 points off their miscues.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Thompson with the bucket.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision, and whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
Here's Rush. He's covered by Grant. Thompson for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And here is Grant. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
And continuing to cough it up here, the TO's threatening to cost these guys the game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
And the 76ers making a change here. Noel's checked in. The drive by Bogut. Back to Curry. Thompson in the corner. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 16 points for Klay Thompson. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
That'll be a 5-second call.
The story for them in this half is how poorly they've hung on to the basketball. I mean, just giveaway after giveaway. You can't be effective and productive when you're doing that.
You know what? Already enough turnovers in the first half for an entire game. Sloppy basketball.
Shoots from the elbow. The shot no good. And Philadelphia the other way now.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Now Grant. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Warriors also with a sub, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Green. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Iguodala setting the pick for Thompson. Rush outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Careless play for him. That's 3 turnovers now in the quarter. He's got to do better.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in. Warriors leading by 18. Iguodala dishes to Livingston. Ezeli kicks to Iguodala. Spates down low. Embiid's there. And the slam dunk by Spates.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
And the 76ers call time here. Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Like the Warriors will retain possession here.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
He's signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it, and easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
He's off on the second.
And guys, this 76ers team still trying to forge an identity. One thing that is sure, they will attack the basket, and a lot of fearless players on this roster. And how about turnover number 4 for him alone here in this quarter? He has got to do a better job.
Warriors leading by 21. Dishes it to Thompson. Iguodala kicks to Ezeli, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take no chance slam by the big fella. Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost him.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. Here is Livingston. He has 5. Golden State moving it around. Here's Spates. Up and in on the layup. Spates has got 4 this quarter. Well, the 76ers do go at the basket without hesitation. They're fearless, Clark, going inside. Led the NBA last season on points off drive.
Well, you know, I like to say you've got to use what you have. They didn't have many shooters, so that means head down, get to the rim.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Embiid.
Scoring well here at the midway point, and now they're starting to put some distance between them.
Well, offensively, they just continue to roll. I mean, they're padding that lead bit by bit as a result.
Isaiah Cannon, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Warriors shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw good, Livingston.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
Here is Livingston. He's got 8. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Down low, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of UNLV, no doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Barbosa kicks to Livingston. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Golden State's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. To the middle, here's Barbosa, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Here's Barbosa, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so a pretty lopsided game to the first half. The Warriors on top, opening up a huge gap. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 19 points and 1 assist. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, we can't look past the huge contribution their benches provide. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half.
Chat, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
When you see somebody having a game like this from a turnover standpoint, it's almost impossible to win as a team.
Barnes with it. Outside Curry. Looking to get it going. Rebounded by Covington.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
The Warriors shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
We've got Robert Covington. Embiid is out there with Okafor. Then it's Smith, and it's Cannon in at the 2. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. That'll be a 5-second call.
And a sloppy stretch for him. Now 2 turnovers in 3 minutes. He's got to focus in and value the ball.
Here's Barnes. Thompson outside. Good on the triple. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter. And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Here's Barnes. Thompson outside. There's the three. And another three for Golden State.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Guys, hard enough to win in this league, but when you continue to hurt yourself because of miscues, it makes it all the more difficult.
Well, you put yourself in a tough spot. I mean, 8 points yielded off turnovers this quarter already.
Nerlens Noel checks in for the 76ers. Thompson comes in for Isaiah Cannon. Now, here's Bogut. Barnes kicks to Thompson. It's deflected. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Now here's Curry. Passes it to Green. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Grant's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
Nick Stauskas is checked in for Thompson. Now here's Thompson. 27 points for him. Green, the screen. Thompson passes to Green. Deflects the pass and stolen by Noel. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
You know, guys, the teamwork and rhythm we saw from them earlier just isn't there right now. They've lost it. And the turnovers are starting to pile up.
Ian Clark's checked in for Golden State. Curry kicks to Clark. There's the dish to Green. Some nice passing by Golden State. Rebound by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them. And south.
And it's the Warriors' ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Philadelphia started to create a little bit of an identity last season after all their transactions, Clark, and shifting around. They settled down and came together.
Yeah, and I tell you, it looks like the identity will be the Sixers being a defensive team going forward. Offense has its fits and starts, but defensively they found some traction.
Carl Landry's checked in for Okafor. There's the pick. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Landry. It's Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
As you said, the 76ers will be a team built on defense going forward. At least that's what it seems like to me. They have very active hands and can bother a lot of shots. They also force a ton of turnovers as well.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Brandon Rush. There's Curry. Another miss by Curry.
And, you know, guys, the Sixers did force a lot of turnovers, but they also gave the ball away the most in the NBA, so kind of negated the turnovers they forced. They can be as defensive as they want, but they've got to get better at taking care of the ball if they're going to improve.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. And it's Golden State's ball. They've gone on a 13-0 run. And it's good. Bumped through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Smith has checked in. The Warriors have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
You know, I thought they did a decent job during the first half of limiting turnovers, but since halftime, it's been a different story.
Ezeli's checked in for Maurice Spates. The Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Livingston kicks to Green. Now here's Iguodala. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Ezeli gets the bucket.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Noel. Robert Covington comes in for Grant. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Stauskas. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Golden State. Over in the corner, Livingston. Baseline try. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Stolen by Landry. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Well, those 5 turnovers, more than you like to see.
Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor, but last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
Golden State's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here is Livingston, covered by Smith. Iguodala's drive. All sorts of time. And it's Barbosa, again missing.
And back to Carl Landry. Sophisticated scorer, a variety of post moves, a tough guy willing to play through pain, but he's getting a little older. That really has become an issue.
The 76ers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Barnes is checked in. To the inside. 9 feet out. And that one hits back iron.
You know, visiting Carl Landry again here, I mean, he's a role guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line, gives you a little nasty and edge down low. Yet, you can't make him out to be more than he is.
And the 76ers making a change here. Okafor's checked in, and then for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Festus Ezeli, and it's Thompson in for Leandro Barbosa. The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Takes it from 10. Here's Bogut, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
first one falls. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
Golden State's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here. Here is Livingston. 12 points for him. And finished off by Bogut.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
On the wing, Thompson. 1 second left. Oh, a monumental buzzer beater!
What a thrilling shot for one team and a heartbreaker for the other.
Simply fantastic. Cool as they come. Even kill and flatline that one.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Warriors shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then it's Rush. Then it's Bogut. And it's Spates in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Here's Clark. Pass to Livingston. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. He has a scorching 86%.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Carl Landry's checked in for Philadelphia. Azili's checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Sean Livingston. Here's Spates. Three-pointer. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 5th rebound in this one. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
It has been an erratic performance for him, just erratic. I mean, he's racking up the turnovers and has taken a step back for every step forward.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Clark dishes to Azili. Spates sets a screen for Barbosa. Layup off the pick. And Spates with the basket on the assist by Barbosa. Barbosa's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Number 12.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Warriors ball.
Here's Clark. Spates sets a screen. Pass to Rush. He dishes it to Barbosa. Landry against Spates. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Clark kicks to Rush. He feeds it to Ezeli. Barbosa passes to Spates. He shoots again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon, because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and south.
Nerlens Noel, they set the pick. The feed to Rush. Spates inside. He's covered by Landry. The 10-footer. And Spates gets it to go. Spates is... They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
To the paint. It's tipped. Ezeli can't get it to go.
Well, smooth around the rim definitely is not the word I'd use to describe him. He's got some rough edges to him.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
And here's Golden State. It's been 10 unanswered points. Clark kicks to Ezeli, feeds it to Barbosa. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Carl Landry. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. The first free throw is good.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
Spates against Landry. Out of bounds, Philadelphia's X possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Now here is Barbosa. He's covered closely. And Rush kicks to Spates. inside Clark. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Another bucket in the paint? That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Barbosa dishes to Clark. Spates sets a screen. Now here is Barbosa. He's covered closely. It's stolen by Stauskas. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds.
He's lost his concentration in the second half, and we can see that in the turnovers piling up. Before the break, he had just one. Now he's got a bunch.
Thompson, he's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And it's the Warriors' ball. Right now on a 14-0 run. Clark, the pass to Ezeli. Spates sets a screen. Off the left rim and out.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Spates sets a screen. Now Rush, a 3-ball, and he gets the bucket.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Not lacking in confidence, and I really like that. Sometimes you see teams get conservative once they get a lead, playing not to lose.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. .141 left in the game. Ezeli can't get it to go.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
But Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out Clark this kind of punishment.
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Klay Thompson. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And Rush kicks to Clark. And there's the pass to Ezeli. Dishes it to Clark. Pass to Rush. Some nice passing by Golden State. From downtown, good on the shot.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Yeah, another costly turnover. That's number 4 here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a lot of possessions left on the table, and he's been the main culprit. Squeeze that orange, young fellow.
.56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And here is Barbosa. Bogut sets a screen for Barbosa. And Rush kicks to Clark. And another 3 for Golden State.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here, for sure.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Barbosa against Thompson. Kicks to Clark. Now the dish to Bogut. There's a good screen. And another three for Golden State.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Ezeli dishes to Livingston. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Klay Thompson. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in control. What'd you notice about his performance, Kenny?
Ernie, that is the definition of domination. He took them to school tonight in every possible way. I know there's 10 players on the court, but I only noticed one.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, going to a building on the road and completely control the action like he did, only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.